There's a lot at stake at this Special Olympics event in Auckland. These competitors are getting checked out as part of the Healthy Athletes program.
Come on, Helen.
We're doing it because there's an unmet need, and Special Olympics internationally have identified that there's a huge problem here.
Have you had any problems in the past?
Sometimes I had earache. I went to doctors and told them.
Medical researchers are using this event to test the hearing of the 160 athletes. It was sparked by a survey showing more than 50% of people with intellectual disabilities have undiagnosed hearing impairments. The bowling alley booms with noise.
Can everybody actually hear what's going on?
Do you mind if I have a look at your phone here? I'm going to just take a look in your ears.
Kim Wise is leading a team of a dozen audiologists and helpers in a program called Healthy Hearing.
Narrow ear canal.
I have actually.
Yeah, and you've got a little bit of wax in that ear.
I do have one bad ear.
One bad ear.
Healthy Hearing is part of a global initiative. The program identifies health problems that can often be overlooked in people with intellectual disabilities.
The Healthy Athlete Initiative, basically they realized that there were a lot of people who have intellectual difficulties and challenges, and they had things like hearing loss and vision loss, and they were just being considered part and parcel of their overall challenge and being overlooked completely. So in 2005, I worked with another audiologist toward establishing the first healthy hearing program in New Zealand.
The athletes' eyesight, hearing and even their feet are being assessed during Special Olympic events throughout the country. Today is the Northern Region 10-pin bowling tournament.
We're doing it because there's an unmet need, and Special Olympics internationally have identified that there's a huge problem here. We're doing it because at the moment we haven't been able to convince the Ministry of Health that there is a need here that needs to be met, and so we're doing everything we can to have New Zealand statistics which will show the Ministry of Health that they can help.
Helen Coring's exactly the person they're trying to target. She's never been through a full audiology test.
Is your hearing good?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting to see what's happened this morning.
Have you had any problems in the past?
Sometimes I had earache. I went to doctors and told them.
Helen's able to tell health professionals if her ears hurt, but many people with intellectual disabilities can't communicate as easily.
Just going to shine that in your ear.
And some simply don't know they have a problem.
Beautiful clear eardrums. The athletes just don't advocate for themselves. They're not able to do that. And they'll go to their GP, and the GP might have a look in the ears and say, oh, you've got a bit of wax in there, we might have that out, we might refer you on for that. But there's no way to see how they're hearing.
I went to doctors and they put me some medicine. So hopes it comes right.
And of course in New Zealand we think, we've got a pretty good health service, so we don't expect to see the same results as they would in other countries. And it was a bit of a shock when we realised that the health needs of New Zealanders were also being neglected.
Statistics have only been gathered in New Zealand since 2005. So far, they're based on a small proportion of those with intellectual disabilities. Even so, the figures are alarming.
We recently did a hearing screening in Palmerston North, and 61.7% of the athletes did not pass the screening. And today we're seeing about a 50-50 mix.
I'm also guilty of not having regular checkups, so here goes.
I'm hearing little beeping noises with different tones and pitches and stuff like that. Sounds like an alien's talking to me or something.
No pass on that one.
What's that?
No pass on the left ear, so we're going to refer you through to get your eardrums checked out.
It turns out that this machine can be put off by background noise.
So that's great. I passed.
Excuse me.
Okay, well, we're going to look in your ears and get them cleaned out. Come with me. Okay.
Now this van is a welcome addition to the program. It's where they remove wax from people's ears. Previously, that had to happen elsewhere. Once it's done, the audiologist can get a better look at the ear canals.
One of the specialists was telling me that some of the wax looks like it's been in their ears for 5 to 10 years. We could really do better, yeah, and it's not good enough.
Wouldn't it be great if some GPs were here as well?
I would absolutely love that. They could make appropriate referrals for these athletes to be seen in the public sector.
So we'll have a
And it
practice
would
between
speed
the
things
two of
up
us.
significantly.
I'll
sorry.
make a sound,
Yep.
and when you hear it, raise your hand,
Okay.
okay?
The free referral service
Yeah.
is just the starting point for some of them.
If an athlete is identified here as needing to see a specialist, then they would go back to their GP and the GP would refer them for that service.
In Helen's
Yeah.
case, we had a look in her ears, and I could see by looking at her eardrums that she had obviously had a past history of maybe some ear infections there, some scarring on her eardrums, and also it looked like a perforation that may have healed or may not have healed. So it was important that we send her through the rest of the screening.
And one more.
Helen's nearly through the 6-stage assessment.
Yeah, you passed your screening. That's great. Okay, we can get these off.
Helen,
Yes.
how'd you go?
Good.
You pass?
Passed.
Jeez, you've had a great day all around then,
Oh,
haven't you?
yes, I have.
Good day at bowling,
Oh, yes.
successful hearing test,
Yep.
champion. Have you got a medal for this lady?
No, I don't, but I wish I did.
That's okay. She's already earned a heap of them.